Hi, my name is Alison, and I am the head of the Montana Grain Growers Association. And I am here today to talk to you about mental health, and not just that, specifically my own mental health story. Let me just tell you how much anxiety it gives me just to talk about my own mental health. But it's important, it's real, and I want to talk about it with you. So just to dive into what I have experienced is over the course of 10 years, I lost 4 pregnancies at the 17th week each time. And that led to actual deliveries in a hospital and walking out of that hospital empty-handed, empty-armed into a reality that changed my life for forever. It was after the 3rd loss. My doctor, I was at my follow-up appointment, and my doctor said, I think it's time we have a conversation about starting you on medication, because I was struggling in every aspect, mentally, emotionally, physically, just every avenue. And when he said that, I could not have become a larger puddle. I was a mess. I felt like I'd failed. I felt like there was nothing that could help me, and nothing that could make the situation better, let alone starting medication. And my husband, bless his heart, was very supportive and encouraging, and the medical staff was very supportive. And so I did what he recommended. And that night I started medication. And I remember I had my husband pick up the medicine from the pharmacy because I was too ashamed and too embarrassed. And he brought it home, and I took the first pill and basically said, here I am doing something I never thought I would be doing. And here goes nothing. Well, generally they say it takes a couple of weeks till you notice anything different. And it took me 2 or 3 days until I was able to just go to sleep at night without any sort of sleeping medication or aid. And that was probably since high school or college that I had been taking sleep aid at night because I couldn't fall asleep and I couldn't stay asleep. So not only did getting on medication change just the anxieties and the fears and the overwhelming burden of losing babies back to back to back, it also just changed my entire life. It allowed me to get rest when I needed to get rest. It allowed my brain to level out in places I had no idea that it needed. And now I am a huge advocate for women, especially business women and women who have a lot going on and families and hobbies and a career, that allow yourself that opportunity and take the resources that you're given, whether that's a counselor, whether that's medication, whether that's spiritual support, or just conversations with your coworkers or friends or neighbors. So I just am a huge advocate. If you at any point think you shouldn't take medication or you're too weak, that's a weak way out. It's not. It has changed my life for the good. I will be on these medications for the rest of my life because they've changed my life and my well-being. And I will also advocate for other women to do the same. So there are many ways that you can navigate depression and anxiety. Mine had come over years and probably longer than I even knew about, but really came to the top once I lost multiple pregnancies. So there are many different medications, antidepressant medications that you can take. Luckily, I did well with the first one they offered, but I've also heard women and men just having to go through several, and that's okay. Not all of them are for everybody, but I was very blessed to be able to just go with one, and I will be on it for the rest of my life. I will be taking antidepressants forever because they made such a huge impact on my life and my well-being. So I will forever be on antidepressants because it has changed my life, and it has made such a positive impact in so many aspects. And I encourage others to do the same if you have to, and it's okay. And that is a huge aspect that I had to swallow and get over, is that I'm going to need this assistance and I'm going to take advantage of it. because it does help. The other aspect that helps in my life is my faith. And one of my favorite verses is 2 Timothy 1. For the Spirit God gave us does not make us timid, but gives us power, love, and self-discipline. And most importantly is I don't want to be afraid. And I'm not going to be. I've spent many years being afraid and being nervous and anxious and depressed because of some of the things that have happened in my life. I can't change that, but I can change moving forward and focusing a lot more of my energy on my family, on my faith, on my career, and just really enjoy life because I've been blessed with such a strong faith and took advantage of the opportunity to start medication and to also talk about it and share my experience with others. So just like sharing about my pregnancy losses and how I was able to meet the most incredible women across the country, I feel it is a mission to share with women and men and just with everybody of the challenges that I've gone through. Because I read in a book and it was talking about how it's not supposed to be this way, but it is what it is, as cliche as that term is. But basically just how my tears will not allow somebody else to drown because they can witness that I've made it and that they can make it as well. You're not alone. You may feel very alone, but the truth is you can see and witness other people go through heartache and challenges, depression, anxiety. And because you are testifying of your experience, the next person will have motivation to get through.